So let's start for today's session. In the last day, we already introduced about H parameter model of the CMOS transistor amplifier circuit, and as well as we also introduced about the transistor biasing for fixed bias. So in the fixed bias, from here we will just denotate the operating point. How does we find out the operating point, that is base current, collector current, collector to emitter voltage. So these are considered as the fusion pointer and operating point. But if we study for transistor biasing, why it is needed, so it is a very important discussion over here, that is the fusion point or the operating point. In the last discussion in the diode circuit, we already introduced as, if we denoted this a biasing curve of transistor characteristics, output characteristics, it is already defined in the last session, and this is the load line. Suppose this is IC, this is VCE, and these are the IB, some constant values of IB, we can get this type of characteristics. Okay, so in here, for that case, in here, if we introduce the intersecting point of the load line and biasing curve are considered as the fusion point, Q point. And if we draw the projection of this fusion point, so if we introduce the property of the transistor amplifier input, if you apply this is the input side, and if we got the output over here is the projection, so we'll get the 180-degree phase shift. This is one important parameter we'll introduce of the transistor biasing circuit. When it is transistor acts as an amplifier in the active region, if we apply a input is the sinusoidal wave, the output is 180-degree phase shift. And if we draw amplification, so in that case, it may be enhance its amplitude like this way. So obviously, when we introduce this operating point or fusion point, that is the intersecting point of the load line and the biasing curve, if that operating point or fusion point positions are changed, I just repeat, the position of this operating point is a first coordinate, is second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, seventh one. So these are the point where we will introduce the transistor acts as an active mode or active region, where the transistor acts as an amplifier, and the output and input voltage, current, gain, or the characteristics may be changed according to this position of this point. And whether the system is stable, that is also depending on the position of this intersecting point. But if the point position is differed, or the slope of this load line is the slope of the load line, if it is changed, in that case, the slope of the load line is changed, in that case, that operating point is also changed. Okay, if the operating point position is changed, and that time, in that case, that system stability may be also changed. In our control system subject, in our 5th semester, there is a control system paper is there. So in that case, we will introduce how does the pole and zero configuration of a transfer function, if it is changed with respect to the coordinate system, then automatically the system may be stable, may be unstable, may be marginally stable. In that case, we can also denote that one. Same thing is happen over here. And in that case, if this operating point position is changed due to the slope of the change of this gradient, so it is totally depend on that voltage, input voltage, current, and the gain. Gain means beta. So if we introduce the 3 important point, number 1, VB, that is base to emitter voltage, input voltage. For this is for the common emitter configuration. I repeat again, common emitter mode you will consider over here. Common emitter mode. Okay. So that is change for the VBE, number one. Number two, ICO. What is ICO? Hello. Can you define the ICO? VB is the input voltage, that is base to emitter voltage. ICO, what is ICO? It is already discussed in the last day. What is ICO? Reverse saturation current. And number three is IB, or in here beta we consider. What is beta? What is beta? Hello? What is the value of beta?
Sir, current gain IC by IB.
IC by IB. Right. This is the current gain. Current gain in C mode. So these three parameters are repeatedly changed. If it is changed, then IC also change. IC is the collector current. If the collector current is changed with respect to this one, then automatically this slope is also changed. So if the slope is changed, automatically this position of this operating point is also changed. So how does this change? We will introduce over here. Number one. So IC is changes due to, number one, if reverse saturation current ICO is double due to every 10 degrees centigrade temperature increase. In every 10 degrees centigrade temperature is increased, then ICO is double. So ICO is also linked with IC. How it is linked? That is IC equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta ICO. Please note down this formula. All are requested, please note down this formula. IC equal to, I already introduced the last day, alpha beta and that relation. I repeat again this formula, IC equal to beta IB in plus 1 plus beta ICO. If ICO is much less than with respect to this IB, then we can neglect. So if it is neglect, then beta equal to IC by I. So under these circumstances, ICO is double due to every 10 degrees temperature it is increased. Number two is VBE. 3 point we are denoted over here, ICO, VBE and beta. So VBE fall is falling rate at the rate of 2.5 millivolt per degree centigrade. Falling rate is 2.5 millivolt per degree centigrade, VBE, the input voltage. So in that case, automatically the changes, IC is also happen. IC change may be also depending on this VBE. Next, number three is beta. Beta is also changed due to thermal runaway. So these are the three components we are added over here when this ICO, VB and beta is changed with respect to the different factor, physical factor or like temperature. So due to this one, if we introduce the stability factor to stabilize the output, so in that case, we will focus some stability factors with respect to these three components. So what are they? Number one is S, that is del IC by del ICO. These are the stability factor, number one. Number two, S prime, that is del IC by del VBE. Number two, S double prime, del IC by del beta. So these three stability factors are introduced over here. By this stability factor, if we evaluate on the basis of that, we can change, small change of this one. So in that case, these are the stability factor you will introduce for the transistor biasing circuit. So in the last day, we already introduced or focus about the fixed bias circuit. Suppose this is a figure A. Please mark it in figure A. If it is a figure A, so in the transistor biasing circuit, so in that case, if we introduce this transistor biasing circuit and in here we apply the voltage VCC, supply voltage is VCC, RB is the base resistance, RC is the collector resistance, IB and IC are the collector current and base current and collector current respectively. So in that case, what is the expression of IB? IB expression is this one. If we know IB, then we can easily evaluate the VCE. So from here, we can denote it as, I just, is it clear? Please draw the circuit in your exercise book. Otherwise, we can, if you draw again, then is the time consuming, it is already drafted over here. So please draw again this circuit and we will explain again how does the stability factor is related for the fixed bias circuit. Okay. So can I proceed? एक बार इसको फिर से ड्रॉ कर लो इस फिक्स्ड बायस सर्किट. हेलो, इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I shall explain it. Okay. So from here, we will already denote it as from figure A. Figure A in fixed bias circuit. From the figure A fixed bias circuit, we already known that is. Please give me, please mute your microphone, Ishika. So it is denoted as IB equal to VCC minus VBE by RB. IB equal to VCC minus VBE by RB. Okay. So this is considered as the IB. It is from the figure A. We already discussed in the last day, or I repeat again. Is it clear? How does this IB equal to VCC minus VB? I just repeat again. So in that case, we will apply this KVL in this part. So it is KVL in this path. Okay. So it is VCC equal to IB into RB plus VBE. So from here we can rearrange the equation as IB equal to VCC minus VB by RB. So we just introduce this equation, that is IC equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta ICO. So now you substitute the value of IB over here, then IC equal to beta VCC minus VB by RB plus 1 plus beta ICO. So now evaluate S prime and S double prime. What are the value? S is equal to IC by del ICO. So create the partial differentiation of IC with respect to the ICO and tell me the value. What is the value of this one? What is the value of del IC by del VBE? And what is the value of S double prime del IC by del beta? What are the value? Tell me first. Do it. Please do it and tell me the result. What are the stability factors? What are the value of the stability factors? Tell me. What is S? Del IC by del ICO. So it is. Tell me what is the S? If it is del IC by del ICO, then it is 0. So only 1 plus beta is there. Next one, del IC by del VBE. Del IC by del VBE. Hello. What is the value of del IC by del VBE? Minus
beta by RB.
Minus beta by RB, right. And next, del IC by del beta.
So VCC minus BE by RB
VCC by
plus
VCC by RB plus
और ऊपर में माइनस भी होगा सर, माइनस VBE
minus VBE. This one.
yes sir,
plus
ICO.
Now, what is the value of VBE? VBE, that is a base estimator
0.7.
It is already defined in the last day. So VCC is much greater than VBE. So we can neglect VBE with respect to the VCC. So then is double prime, that is VCC by RB plus ICO. So these are the factors. But in exam, they may be asked from the numerical problem on the basis of this figure, and they are denoted how does we find the value of IB, IC, and VC. In that case, you take this type of approximation of the KVL in the forward part and the backward part. Is it clear? Hello? In the last day, we already introduced the forward path and backward path, that KVL equation. So for that case, we can easily evaluate that operating point. They may be asked in type of the exam. Okay. So we will solve the numerical on that after this one, but we'll, due to this lack of time, I shall take only one class for this today. Second circuit will introduce collector to base bias. So this is the circuit. Please draw the circuit. So in here, this is considered as IL, and we can denote this IL as IB plus IC, where this current is considered as IB. If we apply this node, case KVCL, Kirchhoff's current law, in this node, then this IL is now divided in two parts. One part is this side, that is considered as IB. Because due to this high impedance state, this C1 and C2 are considered a blocking capacitor. These are the considered as the blocking capacitor. Okay, C1 and C2. And this current, this IL is flown in this node, that is IB and IB and IC. This is IC, not IB. This is IC. This is the collector current, IL. The load current is considered as the IL as the current collector current. That is denoted this IC for the collector side and this for the IB. So now if we apply in this path, due to this high impedance state, this current is not flowing this side. This is considered the DC blocking capacitor. DC blocking capacitor. These are called the DC blocking capacitor. So in that case, we will get the amplifier property, that is input is this type sinusoidal input and output is the 180-degree phase shift is there for the common emitter configuration, and this is the NPN transistor we use over here. So now the current is flown in this side. So apply the case KVL. Apply the KVL in the forward loop. KVL, then VCC equal to IL into RL plus IB into RB plus VBE. So from here, VCC equal to, so we already known IL equal to IB plus IC. Because in this node, I repeat again, in this node, just look at this node, in this node, the current is divided in two parts. One is IB, another one is IC. These two current component are just divided in this node. Then we can apply the KCL, that is Kirchhoff's current law, IL equal to IB plus IC. So if you substitute the value IB plus IC into RL plus IB into RB plus VBE. So VCC equal to IB into RL plus IC into RL plus IB into RB plus VBE. So from here we can note it down, minus VCC minus IC into RL minus VBE equal to IB into RL plus RB. So from here we can write down IB equal to VCC minus IC into RL minus VBE divided by RL plus RB. So this is the base current equation. This is the base current equation from this collector to base bias circuit. This is considered as the collector to base bias circuit. So from here we can denote it, that is IC equal to beta IB plus 1 plus beta ICO. So if you substitute the value in here, IC equal to beta into VCC minus IC into RL minus VBE by RL into RL plus RB plus 1 plus beta ICO. Okay. So from here, that is the ICO is also there. IC is also there. So if you change the side, finally tell me the value of IC. What is the final value of IC? IC equal to beta into VCC minus, just written over here. In here IC is there, mixed in here. So if we find out the value of that one, so in that case we can just change the side, VCC minus VBE divided by RB plus RL plus 1 plus beta ICO divided by total divided by 1 plus beta RL divided by RB plus RC, or sorry, RL. This one. This is the total value. So from here you just find out the S prime, S double prime. S equal to del IC by del ICO. S prime is equal to del IC by del VBE. S double prime is this del IC by del beta. What is the value? Tell me the value of these three components. And class representative is requested, please send me the today class attendance in my personal WhatsApp. Okay. CR of every branch, electrical, ENC and computer science, please send me the class attendance of this class in my personal WhatsApp. And actually once here like Shivam or any other student, maybe send the total student attendance. In that case I cannot, it is very difficult to distinguish the department wise student. Please send me the separate list of the attendance if it is possible for electrical, computer science and ENC. Okay. What is the value of del IC by del ICO, del IC by del beta, del IC by del VBE? Sorry. So this is the value of IC. So the value of first one is beta plus 1. If you just do it at your home, beta RL divided by RL plus RB. Okay. This one. Del IC by del VB is equal to beta by RB plus RL into 1 plus beta. And del IC by del ICO is del IC by del beta equal to VCC minus VBE minus IC into RL plus RB plus RL into ICO divided by RB plus RL into 1 plus beta. So in that case,
Sir,
yes.
Sir, S prime में denominator में और भी into होगा ना 1 plus beta RL by.
Which one? The first one? This one.
Sir, उसमें. Yes, sir.
Del IC by del beta, that is equal to beta divided by RB plus RL into 1 plus beta. Del VB, it is 0, na? So it is also 0. So only beta is there. And VB, right. In that case, it is also there. 1 plus something beta RL, like this
1 plus beta RL. Yes, sir.
This one. This is also included. Right. That is correct. Okay. So in here again we consider VCC is much greater than VBE. Then we can neglect this VCC with respect to this VCC. We can neglect this VBE with respect to this VCC. So then equation is like that. So these are the expression of this one. Okay. So we can easily find out or evaluate the value of this one, and also From this circuit, we can easily find out the output voltage or VCE and IB, IC, like apply this type of Kirchhoff's voltage law in the forward loop. And if we find out the IB, if we know the IB, the value from here, the IB value, so we can easily denote or evaluate the numerical value of IC. So if we know the value of IC, then again we apply a forward loop this in this path, the KCL, that is VCC equal to IL into RL plus VCE equal to 0. So in that case, VCC minus IL RL. So in this loop, the second loop, we can denote the KVL, that is VCC equal to IL into RL plus VCE. So VCC minus ILRL equal to VCE. So you can easily find out the value of VCC over here if you know the IC. And IC is totally dependent on the IB and corresponding the beta value. Beta means the current gain, or HFE. In the hybrid parameter model, HFE is the forward current gain. In common emitter mode, we also consider over here the common emitter mode. I repeat again and again, the common emitter mode configuration. So this is the brief discussion about the collector to base bias. And on the basis of that, we will just solve some numerical problem. That numerical problem we will discuss in the next class. And another important biasing is there, that is the self bias or voltage divider bias. So due to the lack of time, we cannot continue the class for this day. Actually, I have some other work over here. So that is why I just stopped the second class. We cannot take over here. So only this one class we will discuss about the transistor biasing. That's too important. The biasing circuit where the stability factors are introduced accordingly, and how does we can change the different parameter like IC or reverse saturation current, voltage, base to emitter voltage, and the beta, the current gain, and how does the IC is also change. We also discuss over here. So on the basis of that, we will formulate the different stability factor for the different circuit. First circuit is for the fixed bias circuit. Second one is the collector to base bias circuit. So on the basis of that, we can formulate that one. Next day, we will discuss about the self bias circuit. Okay. So after completion of this transistor circuit, we will just discuss about the field effect transistor. That is a unipolar device or voltage control device. We will discuss on that. So that is also another electronic component we will discuss. So in the next day, probably Monday, I shall take the class. Okay. So is there any doubt? Please, you can raise your hand or you can raise the question over here, because we have a 2 minutes left. We can now start the next circuit due to the lack of time. So if you have any doubt, you can raise your voice over here. Is there any doubt is in your mind of these two circuits? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes.
Only Vogesh introduced in this class repeatedly. Other students, there is no response. Only one student sir reply in every time. And other students, I want to know from the other students, is the class is fruitful? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, but just if you have any doubt, please raise your voice if there is any doubt, or I just leave the class. Okay, whatever maybe that maybe there is no doubt. So please please follow your textbook, that is Rakshit Chattopadhyay, everything in your textbook, and please follow the note. I shall deliver the class note in every class after the session, and I also send the YouTube link of the video class online class in your WhatsApp group. So please follow the video class and the class note from your WhatsApp. You can easily understand. And if you have if you collect the textbook, you also very clear of my several classes. And if you regularly attend, regularly just touch with these classes, then you can get a very good score at the end of this year semester exam. Okay, so whatever maybe, so we will just complete our class. So thank you and have a nice day. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.